What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Life Hack Media TV. Chad back with another video. Look, man, came across this video, and this lady was talking about how most women, they already meet the man they were supposed to marry, just kind of push them to the side. I just kind of wanted to go through this video with y'all and then share my thoughts about it. But Happy New Year, man. Today is January 1st, 2025. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody have a Happy New Year. I hope that you reach all your goals in 2025 and be productive, be safe, and take care of yourselves. But let's get to this video, man. I don't like to waste a lot of time, so we're gonna get straight to it. And we're just gonna listen to it, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, let's go.
Him. He just doesn't drive a really fancy car.
Let's back up.
Guys that pay the rent in full. Where do you meet these guys that pay the rent in full? You met him. He just doesn't drive a really fancy car. You met him. He just wasn't over 6 foot. You met him. He just wasn't the best dresser. You met him and he may have said something awkward on the first date. Those guys are at work. Those guys will look you dead in your eye and say, yeah, I know you want a 6-bedroom house. I understand that, but for right now, while I'm going through this program in school, we're going to be in this 1-bedroom apartment. Those type of dudes are not going to pay $300 on the first date for a meal.
So what she's saying is, man, and I want to pause it right there because I want to talk about this a little bit. A lot of times, man, more times than not, most females, they meet the man that they're supposed to marry. They already been in a relationship with the man they're supposed to marry, but they leave that man because he's not exciting enough. He doesn't bring enough resources to the table. See, a lot of the problem with a lot of these females is that they don't want to go through the struggle with the guy. They just want to hang out with the guy at the finish line, right? So a man is running his race, right? We're going through the struggles, the hardships, the trials and tribulations. And then when all that's going on, most women, not all, so don't come at me in the comments, most women don't like to go through all the struggles. They don't like to deal with all the things you need to be held accountable for, so to speak. They just want to have a good time. So they don't want to go through all that pain and suffering. They just want to party at the finish line. Let's continue.
Those type of dudes aren't going to go out here and buy you a purse just because you're cute. These type of guys are going to go on vacation, but baby, there will be some planning involved. And somehow, somewhere, got it twisted that unless a man can be spontaneous and do whatever you want at the drop of a hat, then that means he's not capable of taking care of business.
She right, man. A lot of these social media has played a big role into this, right? These women see people out here having these extravagant vacations, these fancy cars, living in these fancy homes, and they think majority of men have access to doing stuff like that. When the truth of the matter is, it's only about 1 to 5% of people, men on the planet, that can provide that particular type of lifestyle. They're either celebrities, movie stars, professional athletes, right? These high-end comedians, Kevin Hart's, things of that nature. So that's why you see guys like Nick Cannon, he's got 10, 11 babies from all these different women because all the women want to be with those type of dudes. And it just don't work out that way. A good dude, man, a lot of women pass up a good dude just because he can't provide those types of things. And it's crazy because he can't afford to send her to Dubai. He can't afford to take a trip to Dubai. He has to plan. You know, he's on a regular set fixed income. He's making $50,000, $60,000 a year. And he has to plan out the vacation. That's what this lady's talking about right here. You can't just go on a drop of a dime. Most people only get like a week or 2 weeks vacation, and you got to plan this shit out. But that doesn't mean he's not a good dude. He just don't, he can't provide that extravagant lifestyle. And a lot of women miss out on good men because of this.
Those type of men take care of business. It's just, they're boring. They're predictable. They're routine.
See, that's another thing. Women always need to have some type of excitement, right? They can't just... The most healthy relationships on planet Earth. You know, when you see people that's been together 30, 40, 50 years, like President Carter that just passed away, him and his wife was together 77 years. those relationships that's successful and long-term healthy relationships, the women in those relationships realize that they have a good man and realize that everything ain't gonna be sunshine and rainbows. A lot of women love the idea of being married, but they don't like the actual work behind being married and being a wife. They like the idea of being a wife. They like they want to have this big wedding, right? They think it's going to be all this sunshine and rainbows and somebody coming to your house to clean up the house all the time, and you're paying for nannies, and you don't have to watch the babies only just when you want to be around your kids. Like, it doesn't work that way. In most cases, it doesn't work that way. A solid, secure, healthy relationship, you know what it involves? It involves going to Walmart and Target on a Friday night, not catching a flight to South Beach, Miami, or Vegas for the weekend to go party and drink. And women have this delusion in their brain that marriage is set up that way, and it's just not set up that way at all.
They will not give you any and everything that you want, which a lot of women don't like being told no. They will compromise. But until you become a woman that understands, I'm with the man that makes sure our home is taken care of first, you're not going to be ready for him. You met him. You just thought he was lame.
So yeah, a lot of females out here, they don't want to be with the lame dude, but at the end of the day, more times than not, that lame dude ends up going through his trials and tribulations and becoming this super successful guy that's owning a lot of companies, that's owning a lot of businesses, becomes super wealthy. And here you are, done went out and had 2 or 3, 4 kids from 2 or 3, 4 different dudes because you thought they were cool at the time. Now they ain't not even in your children's, they're not even in children's lives. And now you want the lame dude. But it's too late. And this is why I say this all the time. Women always say, where all the good men at? Why ain't no good men out here? Why all men are dogs? Why all the successful, rich, wealthy men out here just slinging it left and right and being with this person, that person, this person, that person? It's because when they didn't have anything, none of y'all females wanted him, right? When he was going through trying to figure himself out, trying to secure the bag, trying to get through life and figure out who he was as a person, trying to figure all this thing out called life, y'all didn't want to be with him. He's too lame. He's too nerdy, right? And you see the same thing over and over and over and over again. And then when these guys finally get to the bag, they remember all the heartache and pain. They remember all the getting called lame, getting called a square. They remember all that, and they say, okay, now I got the bag. Now I got the money. Okay, I'm finna go out here and wild out. So that's why you see these rich, successful men that got all this money wilding out. That's because that's why they be with 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 different women. Because women don't want to go through the struggle. They want to party with you when you got access to the yachts, when you got access to traveling across the world, when you got access to unlimited resources. That's when the females want to come around. That's why you always see, if you ever go to South Beach or whatever, you just go out, man, you look out, you see all the boats, the fancy yachts and stuff. It's an older dude, right? More times than not, or it's a rich athlete or celebrity, and it's a bunch of beautiful women on the boat because they want to just party, hang out with the guy that's got the bag. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, man. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you be notified every time we upload new videos, and comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Most women, when I say most, I'm not talking about all, but majority of women have bypassed on the good man they were supposed to marry because at the particular time that they were together, he didn't have the bag. He was lame. He didn't make a bunch of money. He couldn't take her a bunch of nice, fancy places because she see all this shit on social media. And she bypassed that guy. And at the end of the day, it comes around to bite her in the butt. So for all you ladies out there, I'm going to close with this. Don't drop the lame dude.